Just make sure a couple more of you put yes before I continue on. Okay, great. All right. So good morning. We are going to start off without our technical difficulties. So again, my name is Lisa. I'm filling in for Kelsey today, and we're going to be reviewing setting up your customized agent website and your profile settings and what we call Office, which is your business dashboard. So this is an interactive webinar, so any and all questions are welcome and even encouraged. So please, please, please ask away. No question is too silly or ridiculous. And we did just make sure that everyone can see my screen and can hear me. So definitely make sure that you chat as we go along in the chat box if you have any questions. And then hopefully by the time we're finished with this webinar, you should be able to edit your agent website along with updating some of your Office profile settings and your lead notification settings. So this session is also being recorded. So we will be able to send this out to you once this is completed. And you can always refer to our YouTube channel and view any of the video tutorials in our library or join the Facebook group page if you haven't already. That will have updates and community chats. So let me just make sure I am recording this. One second. One moment. Can you hear me? Is it clear? Frank is asking, he's telling me that it sounds jumbled. Okay, perfect. All right, so let's move on. Let's get started. So everyone should be able to be on their dashboard right now and logged in. And once you are on your dashboard, you're going to come up here to your profile thumbnail and click on it. And then come down here and hit website. Once you select website, it's going to open up to your website. And then you want to scroll all the way down to the bottom of the page. Click on your web login. And your login is always going to be the same as your Office login. Once you've clicked on here, it's going to show this black edit bar up here. That's how you know that you're in your web editor, is you'll see this black edit bar. Now, once you're in here, you're going to want to design or select your template. So that's the first thing we're going to do. We're going to come up here and you're going to select the design tab. And then once you click on that, it's going to give you the option of all of the web layout templates. So there's, I think, over 30 here. And it defaults on this one as usual. Now you can go up here, but when you click on the different designs, you'll see that it has bullet points explaining what the features and highlights are of each layout. So once you choose the layout that you want, you're going to select use this design. And now it's going to change the layout for me, just like that. Any questions about how to get to this so far? So just to kind of review really quickly, we go to our thumbnail up here and then select website. And then once you are in your website page, you're going to scroll all the way down to hit web login so that you can go into edit mode. So once you are in edit mode, you're going to come up here, select edit page. And then this is where it gets fun. So on here, see this little thumbnail with the pencil, that's going to be an edit. Anything with a bubble and the pencil icon is where you can edit. So we're going to select the images. So in order to change the images, actually, no, let me go back out and go back to our normal design. Okay, just because this has a slideshow. So on here, at the top of this particular template, you have a slideshow of images. So it's going to slide through all of these images that you have on here as people are looking at the website. Now you can either keep all of the slides, or if you just want one static image, you would go into all these other slides and you would select no, and then that's going to omit that image from your slideshow. Or you can keep whatever, if you want 3, if you want 4, it's totally up to you. Now, if you want to actually change your image, you're going to click on change, and it's going to pull up any images that you already have saved in your library. So let's say I want to upload a new picture. I'm going to select upload images up here, pick another image that I want to upload, and then it's going to pull it into my library. I don't know why it's not showing. Let's go back. Or I can select that one. Now, another option that you guys have are our stock photos that are already provided to you. So you have areas where you can actually choose the area that you want, and it's going to pull up stock photos from that particular region or area. Also, holidays will give you the option of choosing what time of the year you want, and it's going to pull up applicable pictures. You also have luxury, real estate, technology. So let's choose. So let's say I want that to be my picture. I'm going to select OK, and it's going to change my picture. Now, if I go back in here to edit, I can also add a video. So if I go into the videos, there's going to be stock videos that I can choose from that are provided. And I can choose from any of these videos. And you can also adjust the brightness of the actual video. And then I'm going to select OK. And then now it's changed those image or slideshows of photos into an actual video. Now, if you have your own content or a YouTube video, you can go in here, select YouTube video, and then it's going to ask you for your video URL. I'm just going to pull one from YouTube. 1 second. Grab a URL really quick. Hit OK. And then it's going to pull up any video that I've pulled from YouTube. Any questions about the images or video? Okay, let me move back to. Okay, thank you, Vanessa. All right, let's change our picture back. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to talk about over here on the right side. So this is going to be in this particular panel. I can choose the options that I want. So this is the top of the page. This is the headline where the property search is. So instead, maybe I wanted to find your dream home. Whoops. And then do you want to show the main search bar? You're going to select yes. If you want properties for sale, properties for lease, what type of property would you like to search? We're going to keep it as residential. What subtype would you like to search? We're going to say all. If you had a minimum listing price or any additional search field. So we're going to hit OK. And then you'll see here that it's already changed automatically. Now, one thing that you want to note is that when you are in your edit mode for your website, it will never affect the front end of your website. So it will update live with your changes, but it will never affect it to anyone going to your website. It'll just automatically, if they refresh the screen, then it will pull up what you've edited. But it will never affect them searching or viewing your website. make sure you hit the save button, because the last thing you want to do is make all of these changes and create a fabulous um, website, and then you have to go back and do it all over again. So we're going to hit save. And the save button up there will not show up. You'll see that it disappeared unless I make another change. So if I go in here and I make another change, it'll show up again. Hit OK, and then it shows up again. Okay, so now, excuse me, we're going to move on to creating your own custom pages. Show me where the videos can be chosen. Oh, sure. 1 second. So once you go in, you can do this for any of your panels here as well. So if I go into edit, oops. Here's where I can choose from the videos that are provided already. These are stock videos that you can choose from. So then I'm just going to hit change, and then it'll pull up from what we have provided as stock video. And then you would just select the one that you want. You can adjust the brightness, and then you're going to hit OK. Or it depends on the panel, and sorry, Frank is asking. Um, he wants to know for me to review where the videos are again, and then he's asking, can I only add to the first panel? So not necessarily. It depends on the actual panel that you're editing, and it also depends on the template. So if you notice, when I chose that other template, this was at the top. So that doesn't necessarily mean that it's always going to be at the top. But you see, when I go to edit here, it does not give me the option of putting in a video. So it depends on the template, or sorry, the panel that you're actually, okay, depends on the actual panel that you're editing. Okay, so going back here. Now also, you're going to notice here, I can hide any panel that I don't want. So if I wanted to hide these panels right here, I would just hit OK. And then they're going to be hidden. And this will not show up on the front end of your website. So let me unhide these. And then you want to make sure that you hit save so that it reflects all of the changes. Any questions about that? Okay. So also, one thing you can do on here is you can add your Facebook Pixel or Google Analytics tracking. To anyone who doesn't know what that is, when you are advertising on Facebook, sorry, Kelsey's me. You can also add custom pages. Kelsey's telling me to let Frank know that you can also add custom pages with the videos or link to an external YouTube page if you would like on one of the tiles. So that's a way to kind of have a, crossover if you want to add a video. Thanks, Kelsey. So when you add, excuse me, Facebook pixels, if you're doing advertising on Facebook, this is an amazing way to be able to really kind of track the analytics if you're driving traffic to your website. And then if you don't know how to find your Facebook pixel ID, you're going to click here and it's going to show you step by step how to find it. And then once you add it, make sure you hit save. You also can add your Google Analytics. So if you have a Google Analytics account, you can also do a tracking ID as well, which does the same thing. So your homepage menu is also editable. So your menu over here is also editable as well. So if I want to edit it, I can click on here in the edit, and I can add pages. So on the IQ pages that are already created for you or set up as a template. So if I wanted to add a blog, I can add a blog. I'm going to name it blog. And then I'm going to decide, do I want it to be part of the main menu here or a sub menu? So I would put it as a sub menu, maybe about me, add to menu, and then now it's added, and I can hit save. Or if you just wanted to move things around, let's say I want to edit, I can go to any of these and edit what I want under there, or I can get rid of it. So now we're going to go into creating your own pages. So you have the ability to create custom content by adding pages to your website. So right now, this is what is showing up on your website. So you have portal, your about me section, your for sale section, your homepage, and then you have your what is my home worth, home value lead capture. But if you want to add more pages and more information and contact, you can do that as well. And this is really a great way to make your website a little more customized and adding a personal touch. So we're going to go up here to the page on your menu and select pages. And then we're going to come up here and hit plus new page. Now there's two different types of templates. You have standard page templates here, which will give you the layout and the template, and you fill out the content and information, but it's not going to update it. So if you need something that's going to be constantly updated, you're going to have to go in here and update it yourself. We also have dynamic page templates that pull information from the MLS. So these are great if you have listings or areas for brokers, if you have agents that you want automatically updated. These pull the information directly from the MLS and they're updated automatically. So let's choose a dynamic page. We're going to do a listings template. I'm going to hit next. And then you need to put in a page name. So I'll put my listings. Page title, find your dream home. You can put a description if you want. And then if you're going to add meta tags, for those of you that don't know what meta tags are, it is they're snippets of text that describe a page's content. So they don't appear actually on your page, but they appear in the page's source code, which is all that coding back end that people don't normally see. And they're essentially little content descriptors that help tell search engines what a page is about. So when you're looking on Google and you see those little brief descriptions under the search results, those are essentially what meta tags are in the simplest way that I can explain it. So those of you that are more advanced, you can actually add those to your page here. If you don't, you can select not at this time, but you can always add them later if you want to research it further and add them. And then this is to add the menu. Now I would suggest creating it first before adding it to your menu, because once you add it to your menu, then that page is essentially live. So we're going to keep that as a note for right now. And then you can also have registration that is required when people come to this page. So if I hit yes, it's going to ask me, basically it's going to be a pop-up as a lead capture when someone comes to this page, and there's options of how often you want this pop-up to show up. So your options here are add, offer, and forced. And nag is one of those ones where you can choose that anytime the person comes in on the third or fourth visit, that it'll pop up. So here I'm going to choose, okay, I want it to come up every third time they come to the site, and then it's going to come up for that lead source, and then I would hit okay. If I do an offer, that means it's going to come up once. So I would say I want it to come up when they first come to the site, and then it will show up again. And then lastly, the forced means that it's going to show up and they're going to have to fill it out in order to see the page. So that's completely up to you. Now, because it's a listing page, I'm going to select no because we don't want to force them to see the listings, and then hit OK. And now it's going to generate my page here. Oops. That's not what it. Here we go. So now that you've created this custom page, you could go in and edit it. So we're in editing mode, as you can see here, because you have the bubbles with the edit and the icon. So I'm going to select edit because I want a header image. Let's choose this image. Now, one thing I want to note is that when you are going through your editing of your custom page, there is always going to be filler copy, and it's you have to change it. The reason why that's set as a default is so that you actually are forced to go in and put something that's custom to you. Because if we actually gave default copy, then probably nobody would change it. We really want these pages to be customized to you and your website. So you can enter whatever copy you want. You can also edit. You can also add a hyperlink if you want. So I can click here. And then add a hyperlink. So it's, oops, let me highlight this. And then I would add the URL wherever I want it to go, hit title. And then now I've added a hyperlink. So you can add images, you can add anything that you want in here that it'll allow you. So it's like a Word document if you wanted to add more. In that, sorry, Vanessa's asking a question. In that copy, can you include an article such as downsizing? Yes. So you can include it by adding the hyperlink, or you could actually send them, you could put the article in there, pictures, it just depends how you want it. I'm sorry, can you back, Frank? I'm a little sick, so my voice is froggy and not as clear as normal, so that might be an issue as well. It should be. Okay, so let me continue. Can you hear me better, Frank? Vanessa, how are you trying to insert the article? Copy and paste. And where are you pulling it from? It could be also where you're pulling the article from, because some sites will not let you copy and paste. Can copy from my office. Let me look into that for you after we get off the call. If you want to maybe send to me, yeah, I'll follow up with you and we'll try and figure out why it's not copying and pasting. Okay, so I'm going to hit OK. I'm going to save here, and you'll see here that it's changed my copy. You can also upload a YouTube video or an RSS link or optional Yelp reviews. So these are not your Yelp reviews. These are if you want to add Yelp reviews for a particular category in the area. And so if I want to say yes, I can change it to, I can add whatever I want, nightlife, local services, hit OK. And then now it's going to pull up and basically you can search Yelp reviews for those particular categories in the area. I can also edit the listing stats. This is a great little glance of what's going on in the area. And then once you're done editing your page, you're going to hit save up here. Save complete. Now, once you've created this page, until you actually add it to your menu, it's kind of sitting in cyberspace. So let's go into menus and let me show you how to make sure that you add it to your menu on your website. So let me just go back. You want to go up to menus right here, and you're going to go across the site menu and hit edit. Now you're going to go to custom pages because this is a custom page you just created. I'm going to add the one I just created and then find your dream home. And then I'm going to choose where do I want this. So if I leave none up here, it's gonna be right here, these main categories. Now if I do a subcategory, let me type this again. Type today. And let's say I want it to go under my for sale section. I'm going to add to menu, and then you'll see right here that it's under my for sale and hit save. And then I'm going to need to refresh my page. And then now you'll see it right here. Any questions about creating custom pages or adding it to your menu before I move on? No? Okay, perfect. So now we're going to go back to talk a little bit about leads and your lead captures. There's about three main ways that you're going to capture from your website. So the first one is going to be your home value page, which is actually here on your main menu. So let's click on that. And then this is where anyone can fill in their property address. Oops. And usually it'll auto-populate for you. It's going to create a report. And then that person is going to be prompted to fill out their information, which this can be changed in your settings as well. And then they're going to hit report. And then this will pull up all of the information available for that actual property that they enter. And then it will also send you a notification live, however your notification settings are set up, which we're going to get to in a minute, letting you know that you received a lead, and it'll tell you where the lead's coming from. So it'll say home value. So that's how you have your home value capture. You can also take this link, which I would save as a bookmark, because you can use this link for your home value. We go back to the home value page. You can use this link as lead capture anywhere. So you could put it on your social media. You could actually put it in your email signature, which we'll get to in a minute as well. So this is a great way to have free lead capture. Put it anywhere you can put a link. Does that make sense for everybody? Okay. So there's also a portal that you have for buyers and sellers. So if they want to create a portal, they can create a portal on their own. If they go up here on your website, they can create their own account by clicking here and filling out the information. And then they decide whether they want to get notified for open houses, new to the market, image change, status change, or price change on any properties that they're interested in. And then you can also create a account for them on the back end as well. And then you also have, lastly, as a lead capture. Now, anytime, let me go back and say, anytime that they fill out an account for the portal, it'll notify you. Anytime that they get a notification, it'll notify you as well. So you'll know what they're receiving on their end, so that gives you a segue for you to open up a line of communication with them. Like, oh, I noticed that you saw that there's an open house. Are you interested? I can meet you. That type of situation. So you want to make sure that you are paying attention to those notifications and that you're getting them and it's alerting you. Now let's go back to our page. Lastly, the other way of creating a lead capture for you is in the property search. So if you search on your page, once it shows up, anytime they're looking at any property, if they're on the property page, there's several ways for you to have a lead capture. So they can fill out their information here. If they have any questions, just to contact you. Also, if they scroll down to the bottom of the page, they can request a showing and fill out their information, which will alert you as well. And then here at the top, if they share or email or text this property, it will also notify you. And it will also tell you if you received the lead, what it's categorized. If it was a contact form, if it was a showing, if it was a portal lead or a property watch, it will alert you in your leads tab, which we covered in CRM. Are there any questions about the leads that I covered before I move? Also, one thing I want, can you hear Vanessa? She can't hear. We're supposed to have a better mic and it's not working. It might just be my raspy voice. You guys still can't hear me? Is this better? It's jumbled. Is it better now? Not good audio. That's weird. Is it any better? Not better? Is that better? Okay. I'm sorry that the audio is not clear. Usually it's very clear. I just want to make sure people can hear me before I move on. Is it still jumbled? Yes. Okay. I don't want to mess too much with it because the earlier, we're on different microphones. I don't know why it's so jumbled. I apologize. But let me continue. One thing I wanted to note is for on the portal, I would suggest you guys create your own account so that you can see what your clients are receiving. That way it'll give you a better conversation when you do talk to them because you'll know exactly what they're receiving when they get a notification. Okay, so we're almost done. I apologize for the sound. Try and bear with me if you can. The last thing I want to do is go over your profile setup and your lead notifications and settings. So we're going to go back to IQ Office. Now, you can either go directly to your link, or if you're still in your website edit, you can scroll all the way down. Go back to home page. You can scroll all the way down, and you're going to go back to IQ Office login, and it'll take you back to your dashboard. So once you're back in your dashboard, you're going to come up to your thumbnail, and you're going to hit Profile. And then hopefully you filled out most of this information. But we're going to scroll down to your profile section. So under here, this is where you're going to add your bio. And your bio actually shows up over here on your About Me page. I don't know why it's not showing up. There we go. So this is what your About Me page, and this is where your bio is going to show up once you edit it. So if I want to change anything here, then I'm going to either copy and paste or write out my bio, and then make sure that you hit save up here. Please make sure you hit save, and then it will reflect over here. So your bio is actually really important for any of you that don't have a bio. It really just needs to be a couple of paragraphs explaining your experience, what your expertise brings to the table, and how it's relevant to real estate and what makes you a great real estate agent. It's not that complicated. Usually, the best advice for creating bios is to Google, real estate agent bios. And obviously, don't copy them, but it'll at least give you some inspiration to see what other people are writing about. Now, if you scroll down a little bit further, you have your email section right here. Email signature. So you can either do a custom email signature, which you can just fill out, or if you have one, you can copy and paste that you already use. We also have email signature templates up here. So let me just go back because I click kind of fast. You can either do custom, or if you want to use one of our templates, you click on email signature, and then you can preview or you can select. Once I select, I can switch out my headshot. I can choose from any of my images. I can upload an image. Then I can edit my information if I want to put in my cell phone number if it's not in there. Hit OK. Make sure you hit save. And then it's just updated my signature. Any questions about your bio in the profile section or your signature? These are really important to make sure that you have these set up. Okay, thanks, Sue. Now, if you go back up to the top, you're going to select preferences. And this is where you're going to set up your lead notifications. So under here, you'll see there's several notifications. You can do the IQ Voice, notifying showings, tasks, new leads. Here, what we're focusing on right now is for your new leads, but you want to make sure that you set up all of them. It will always default to always 24/7. So if you do not want to be notified at all hours of the day, then you're going to go in here and you're going to select never, which clearly I don't recommend, or use my office hours. So I'm going to put use my office hours. Now, in order to set up your office hours, you're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom of this tab, and then you can select your office hours however you want. And then once you select office hours up at the top, it's going to reflect whatever times you put in here. But you want to make sure that anytime you make changes, you come up here and you hit save. Any questions about that, guys? Okay. So I'm just going to do a little recap of everything we covered today. And then if you have any questions about anything else, please put it in the chat box and I'll try to make sure to answer it. But to go back, so in order to customize and basically design your website or your web page, you're going to go up here to your thumbnail. You're going to click on website. It's going to bring you to your page. And then you're going to come down all the way to the bottom, hit web login, log into your page. It will be the same as your office. And then you'll have this black bar up here at the top so you know that you're in editing mode. And then you're going to choose any tile that you want to edit, or you can go up here and choose a whole new template or design. As soon as it comes up. And then if you want to hide any of these, you can. And it will hide any of the panels. and you will not see this on the front end. It only shows up on your end. Make sure that you hit save. If you do not hit save, oops, just change back. So make sure that you hit save anytime you make changes. Otherwise, you're going to have to go back and do everything again. You have your Google Analytics and your Facebook Pixel up here. And then you have menu up here that you can edit at any time. You have your custom pages. So you're going to go in here. You can go in and edit any of the ones that you've created, or you can select a new one and you're going to choose from any of the templates. And these are the standard templates. So we'll hit next just so you can see them. You're going to fill out the information here. You always have to fill out anything that's in red. Hit OK. And then you can edit your page and fill out any information that you want. Make sure once you save your page and you've edited the copy that you add it to your menu, or else it will not show up on your website. And then we also went over your leads. So the main 3 ways that you're getting lead captures is going to be from your, oops, let me go back and edit this back to the, so you have your home value page. You guys should definitely be bookmarking this so that you can use it in other places and be getting lead captures anywhere that you can ship the link. You also have your property search. Whoops. Your property search right here, where you have several ways of getting lead captures for your contact and sharing. And then you also have the portal. Once you create this for your buyers or sellers, or they create their own account, you're going to be notified anytime that they are receiving any of these notifications. So it's very intuitive of what they're looking at. And then lastly, going back to your profile and setting up all of your, whoops, going back to office, and setting up all of your notifications right here, your profile setting. So we went over creating your bio, which goes on your About Me page, your email signature, and then your lead notifications right here. So any questions about what we covered? Any other questions about what we didn't cover? Yes, no? Is everyone still there? I know it's a lot of information still here. Thanks, Sue. So yes, I just wanted to make sure you guys don't have any other questions. I know it's a lot of information. I'm sorry that you guys are having a hard time hearing me clearly. I don't know what's going on with my microphone. And please just try and take at least an hour or 2 out of your week to really practice and get familiar with the platform. I promise you it's very simple once you start to get the hang of it. Any other questions? Yes, Frank. I will be sending out the email. All right. Thank you guys so much. And we will see you next week, or we'll talk to you next week. Thank you.